Hey, 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 party people in the house. My name is Dawn Field for those who don't know, and I have a message for you today. My message is for people who are believers or disciples or Christians, whatever you call yourself. But God has laid on my heart to bring a message to his people about getting out of the world system and getting into the kingdom system. So my platform is the world system versus the kingdom system. And you need to understand this message because in a time like this, it's time that we start really understanding the difference of being under the world system and being under the kingdom system and moving our way over to the kingdom system, because the world system is not for you at all. Never has been, never will be. But we've been deceived by the world system. The Bible tells us that the devil could even deceive the most elect, and we have been deceived, and we've been deceived because not that the devil is smarter than us, because he's not. He's dumb, but he's been here longer. So he knows how our brain operates better than we do. He knows the word better than most people do. And so he takes our brain, our knowledge, our minds, and he perverts them before we even know it. My main focus, I think that the first step we have to do to get out from under the world system and the kingdom system is to first find out what our purpose is here in life. See, the Creator, God, he's given each and every one of us a purpose, a reason for being here, something that we're supposed to be doing. But because we don't know what that thing is, we have gotten under the world system, because the world system knows that we have a purpose. So the world system wants to destroy that purpose or destroy us from learning or discovering that purpose before we have an opportunity to do that. And that is why the world system created systems like the public school system. That's one of the main things that keep us away from discovering our purpose. Because see, the world system tells you from the time you are old enough to go to preschool, which most people like 2 or 3 years old, even some people younger than that, they start instilling in us that you have to get an education so that you can get a job. And that's the only reason the public school system was created, was so you can get a job. See, it was public school system created around the 1600s, around the time when the Industrial Revolution was coming into being, and pretty much there is, whether you want to accept this or not, consider it conspiracy or not, it's the truth. All you got to do is look it up. There's about 13 families that run this entire world, and they're not godly people. They run this world based on information that they get from other outer worldly sources, and they want the world to work for them. They want to control the world. They want to be God here on earth. So they need you to work in order for the Industrial Revolution to work, they need people to work in their factories. So they need you to work for them. But before that, people were living their purpose. People were, living on their own. They were creating their own food. They were, building their own homes. They were having real families where they was creating generational wealth for their family. And the world system is totally against all of that, because the world system wants you to follow the world, and the world wants to be able to control you and control every aspect of your life. So they created the public school system they understand that in order to change the mindset of people, they have to start at the latest generation. They're patient, these people. The devil is very patient, but he's running out of time now, so he's not as patient as he used to be, but he's very patient. So what they do is we're going to start with the new generation. We're going to program them into believing that the only way that they can be successful in life is if they get a job and they work in our factories, they go work for us, or they work somewhere for us. So that's what they did. They created the public school system, which taught us that in order to be successful, you had to go get a job, which is the absolute opposite of the truth. Because see, the world system is always flipped upside down from the kingdom system. Whatever the kingdom system says, the world system is flipped upside down for that. Because see, what the kingdom system says, God already gave you everything that you need. There's absolutely nothing that you need to do. He's given you something that you're better at doing than anybody else. He's giving you something that you're just naturally talented at doing, something that people will be in awe when they see you do it, and you're just not doing it because you think you have to go get a job in order to work for people, in order to make money. But there's something that you've been gifted with, something that you can do better than other people. You know, my gift is helping other people bring that gift out. And I've always been able to do that. Ever since I was little, I was able to help people see where their talents and abilities are, and how they can take that talent and ability and apply it into their life so that they can serve other people and make money off of it and sustain themselves. Usually make more money than they would on a job on how to do it. And that's just something that I've always been able to do. Like, I've just been able to talk to people who be unsatisfied with their job or unsatisfied with their life, and I can say, hey, you should probably do this, and here's some ideas on how you can do this. And the people who actually listen to the things that I said and actually put them into work in their life, they always come back to me and say, you know what, Dawn, I listened to you. You were right. I did this, and listen, now I'm making way more money than I ever made working on my job. I quit my job, and now I'm working on my own business. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. That's how you start creating generational wealth. Working for somebody else is never going to be the way to make generational wealth. Not even going to be the way to make any kind of money, because at any given time, you work for anybody else, they can at any given time cancel your contract with them. They can at any given time say, hey. But see, it's a trap also, because what happens is when you get out of this, let's say you get a job, and usually when you get a job, you start getting involved in other things. Like, you get a job, so you might say, hey, you know what, I don't need to catch the bus anymore. I'm gonna get me a car. So you go and you buy a car, and now you get into a contract, and you believe that you have to pay off this contract. That's a whole nother different avenue. I'm not even prepared to go there right now, but you believe that you have to take the contract, so you have to keep working so you can pay off this car. Or you go get an apartment, and you know, you're not married to anything. It's just you just move out and you get your own apartment, and now you have to work because you have to keep paying these bills that you accumulated, because you believe that you have to pay these bills. You don't understand that under the kingdom system, God has already given you the land, but you operate under the world system, and so you don't know a lot of things. Or you follow in the world system and you don't even realize that you're following the world system. But today we are going to get out of the world system, and we're going to start by getting out of the world system by first understanding who you are, and understanding how you can take who you are and turn that into a successful business where you're serving God's people or other people, anybody in the world. You're using your talent to serve other people, and you make money off of doing that. That's what it's all about, getting out of this world system and getting under the kingdom system. First thing you have to do, discover who you are in this world. And who you are, if you are a child of God, you are a child of God, which means that you are connected to a power that's phenomenal. You just have to understand how to activate that power, understand how to use that power. And then you have to start understanding who you are in this world. What talents do you bring to this world? What are you blessed with? What do you have the ability to do? All you have to do is figure out what it is that you have the ability to do. And just start figuring out, how can I take that ability and serve other people? How? How do I take it and serve other people? I don't care what the talent could be. You got about talent to make people laugh. Okay, so how do I take that and make that into something? You may have the ability to help people make money. That's a great ability to have. So you can take that ability and start using it to help other people. You might know how to market a business. Just be knowledgeable of something that you're interested in, so you study this so you can help other people. You might be good at writing, so you just take that ability and you serve other people. How can you serve other people with your writing ability? There's so many things that you're just gifted and talented. All you have to do is stop for a minute and think, how can I take this skill? How can I take this ability and apply it to my life so that I can serve other people? Once you start learning how to do that, you'll be able to start getting out from under the world system and getting into the kingdom system. But it first starts with you understanding who you are in this world, and understanding that you have a gift and a talent, something that you should be sharing with the world, serving people in some kind of way. All right, my name is Dawn Fields. Just like and follow, subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be helping you get out of this world system in so many different ways, and showing you the many ways that you are under this world system. And showing you how to go under the kingdom system. And our main focus is going to be about two things. Our main focus is going to be about finding our purpose in life, and about once you find that purpose and finding who you are in this world, who you are spiritually, and learn how to build up your spirit man. That's the two things, because once you start learning how to build up your spirit man, you'll be able to get out from under this world system and into the kingdom system. But it all starts with you first discovering who you are and why God put you here. Who you are and why God put you here. That's the two things we focus on: who you are and why God put you here. So like and follow, subscribe, share the word, spread the word with other people, because I'm sure there's somebody that you know that needs to understand who they are and why God put them here, so they can get out from under this world system and back under the kingdom system. Love you all. Peace out. Have a great day.